Hey everyone, welcome back to our C# for Beginners series. In this video, we're going to dive into one of the most important concepts in programming, variables and data types. In any programming language, we need a way to store and manage data. In C#, we use variables to hold values, and each variable has a data type that defines what kind of data it can store. Understanding data types is essential because they determine how data is processed and used in a program. By the end of this lesson, you will understand how to declare variables, assign values, and choose the right data type for your needs. Let's get started. A variable is like a container that holds a value. Imagine it as a labeled box where you can store and retrieve data. For example, you can store your age in a variable called age and then use it in your program. In C#, data types define what kind of data a variable can store. We have several types of data, including numbers, text, and true-false values. Let's go through some of the most common ones. Integer or int stores whole numbers like number 1, 10, -5. Floating point numbers, which allow us to store decimal values, and in C# we have three main types: float, double, and decimal. The key difference between them is precision, or how accurately they store decimal values. Float is single precision and can store up to 7 decimal digits accurately. Double is double precision and can store around 15-16 decimal digits accurately. And decimal is high precision and can store around 28-29 decimal digits accurately. Character stores a single letter or symbol. For example, a character variable for a grade, which its value can be A or B. String stores text. A string variable, for example, for name, which its value can be John. Boolean or bool stores true or false, like a variable to show if a store is open or not, and can hold a value from true or false. These were some of the most common data types in C#. Each type serves a different purpose, and as you start coding, you will get more familiar with when to use each one. There are some rules in declaring variables. A variable must have a data type, which we just learned about it, like int or a string. We need to assign a name to each variable, like age or my age. Variable name cannot start with a number. For example, the name cannot be toAge, but age2 is fine. And the last one, variable name is case sensitive. For example, age with lowercase a and age with uppercase A are different variables. Once a variable is declared, you can change its value at any time. This means we can update a variable's content as the program runs. For example, if variable age has the value of 25, by writing age equals 30, we reassign its value to 30. However, sometimes we want to create a value that should never change throughout the program. In such cases, we need to declare it as a constant using the const keyword. Look at here, we declare variable pi as a constant, and if we want to reassign a value to pi, like here, it will cause an error. Now that we have learned how to declare variables, assign values, and use constants, let's see these concepts in action. In the next part, I'll show you how to write a simple C# program to declare different types of variables, assign values, and print them to the console. This will help you understand how variables work in real coding examples. First, let's open Visual Studio and create a new project. If you don't have Visual Studio installed yet, check out our previous video where we covered the installation process. Click on Create a New Project. Select Console App for .NET and then click Next. Now name your project, something like Variable Demo, and then click Create. Now our project is ready. Let's start writing some code. In this example, we're going to declare variables of different data types and print their values to the console. Let's write this code inside the main method. Int age equal 25. With this command, we declare a variable that its name is age, and we assigned a value of 25 to that variable. As we discussed before, int is for storing a whole number. The next variable is a type of string. We can call that variable name, and it has a value of Alex. And as we said before, all of them need a semicolon at the end. Next one is declaring a variable from the type of double. The name of the variable is height, and it has a value of 5.8. The next variable, we're going to define a boolean. The name of the variable is a student. It's from the type of boolean, and it can get a value of true or false. We have declared 4 variables and assigned values to them. Now we are going to write those values to the console. For writing a variable value to the console, we use console.writeLine. And then we can pass a parameter to show that parameter's value in the console. Now I'm passing the parameter name is in a type of string. So when we run the program, it should show the value of Alex in the console. Now I'm gonna show age in the console. So I add another code line, and instead of name, I add the variable age. So it shows name first, then the age. So it should be something like Alex at first, and then 25. The third one, I'm gonna show the value of height in the console. So I add another line, and instead of age, I write height. And as you see, it suggests some of the things we can put in here. So the height is this variable that we defined here. And at the end, we're gonna show the value of is a student, if it's true or it's false. Okay, let's run the program by clicking on this button, the run button, or by Ctrl plus F5. Okay, now we run the program. As you can see here, this is the output of our program. First, the value of the variable name, then the age, then the height, and then the value of is a student variable that was false. We assigned it false here. Now let's see what we can do to make it more clear and better. In console.writeLine method, we can add anything we want inside the parentheses. Like if I put things in the double quotation, and then plus, and then the name of the variables, in the console, it shows anything we write here, like this. I'm running it. It's and then Alex, the name. So we can add some caption here, like name. And then let's run it and have a look. name Alex. And when you have a look at these results, you can understand those values much better. That Alex is a name. Now you're gonna add age and height and is a student too. Age. And then we need to add a plus here. So it concatenates those two values together. Now the next one. Height. And the last one. And a plus. Let's have a look. Now we can see name Alex, age 25, height 5.8, and is a student false. This way is clearer and easier to understand. Great job! You've successfully written and executed your first program using variables in C#. Now that we have seen how to declare variables and print their values, you might be wondering, how can we manipulate these values? How we can perform calculations or compare data? That's where operators come in. In the next video, we will explore operators in C#, which allow us to perform arithmetic operations, comparisons, and more. If you have any questions, drop a comment below and I'll be happy to help. Stay tuned for the next video.